Sam, and I'm making this video about the full moon in Sagittarius that's happening on July 8th, 2017. Now this full moon is also called Guru Purnima, which is the full moon of the Guru, and it's a great day to honor our teachers and their teachings and really connect with the spirit of those teachings and our relationship with them. Of course, this is opposite the sun in Gemini. The sun and moon came together in Gemini, which started this cycle, which showed that it's been a 30 days cycle of exploring life on our own terms, trying to understand things intellectually, being curious and creative, all those Gemini themes, which are about communication, exploration, and a lot of it in the highest sense is so that we understand our teachings, so we understand what we believe in. You want to diffuse all this idea about guru and beliefs and religion. Everybody believes something. Everybody has a philosophy. We all have some idea about what it all means in a larger sense and in a small sense. We have an idea about what's going on with the universe and who we are, even if the idea is, well, I'm not really sure, but we're just going to try to make our best and whatever. That's a philosophy. That's related to Jupiter, Sagittarius. Some people's philosophy is very clear, like, they're a Christian or Indian or, like a Hindu, or, again, that's also very Sagittarius. It's belief. It's your philosophy. We all have some philosophy and belief about what's going on, even if it's, well, I don't know, I don't think about it too much, I just try to be a good person or something. That's their philosophy. The Gemini cycle each year, which is what we're in now, is where we become very curious about maybe not that larger theme, but other themes in our life, like what we're interested in, even micro themes along the way, like our relationship with money, or our relationship with, or I just say our beliefs about money, or our beliefs about, our family, or our beliefs about our partnerships. Again, beliefs is the Sagittarius Jupiter thing, and challenging and questioning those beliefs is Gemini. So, again, this is the cycle that we're in each year when Sun and Moon come together in Gemini. It's a time to learn new things, question, gather new information, and then have it inform our beliefs and what we believe. So this full moon in Sagittarius is opposite that, right? So we started a couple weeks ago finding new answers, exploring new options, challenging and questioning what we already believe. And then the halfway point on the full moon, we reconnect with, oh yeah, this is what I believe. So I've challenged my beliefs in this way, and then we come back to it in our heart, and we merge those two, and we compare, and we see how are the things I've been exploring and figuring out and speaking about, and how are those things in alignment or out of alignment with what I already believe, with my existing belief system. So it could be as literal as, for example, things like, let's say if someone, like, an easy example, because I'm an astrology teacher, let's say, people, they really question me as a teacher at that time, and then I answer them back, and then they say, okay, yeah, I do, that really does resonate with me a lot more, or no, it really didn't, so I need more clarity, or it deepens my belief in this way of understanding things, or maybe it doesn't, or whatever it is. Or let's say it's about anything. Like during this time we question our understanding about relationships or whatever it is. And by the way you understand the specifics of what each person is questioning in this Gemini cycle is based on your ascendant. And this is why I have a member site, and each lunation cycle I tell people based on their ascendant what kind of thing they're going to be questioning specifically for them. So if it's a Pisces person, they're going to be questioning fourth house things in the Gemini cycle. If they're an Aquarius, they're going to be questioning fifth house things. And then this full moon is going to be opposite that. And again, this is what I do for my members. People join my member site, which you can too if you're not a member, for only 50 cents, and you'll hear how this lunation cycle affects you specifically. And by the way, these are the main things that I focus on. This is how I use astrology in my life pretty much all the time. These month-long to 2-week-long cycles are really the biggest things that we're experiencing, like day to day, the changes that because we're a little bit different every day. We can look at these long cycles and these transits that also affect us, but the changing day to day, now I feel kind of like this, now I feel kind of like this month it was like that month, this is shown by the lunation cycles relative to your ascendant. So the point is, within that structure of information gathering of the Gemini cycle that started a couple weeks ago, now we have this full moon in the opposite sign of Sagittarius, which is about how do all these new ideas resonate with my existing beliefs and my existing paradigm of understanding. And this is how we adjust. So, big stuff. And this full moon is in the nakshatra of Purva Ashara. Purva Ashara is ruled by a god called Apis, the deity called Apis, which is the god of the ocean, the sacred water. And this ocean and sacred water is about devotion. So this is the devotional quality of Sagittarius, where we need to connect with that spiritual, devotional part of our teachings and our relationship with our teachers. The more devoted we are to things and less suspicious and skeptical. Yes, we need to gather a lot of information, but at some point we need to be grateful and connect our teachings and our information to the heart. The teaching, all of that information, which is Gemini, to the heart. And trust the teacher at some point that they've passed our tests, at least for now, and then put into practice faithfully what they've said. So this is a big seed principle of this particular full moon. We've also had a couple recent shifts with Venus is now in Taurus, which really helps us land in that grounded sort of devotion and relationship with beauty and other people, really wanting that solid foundation with others. Mercury has gone into Cancer, where we're kind of emotional about our information, and our speaking style and our communication is potentially more devotional, but also maybe a little more scattered and less intellectual, which can really benefit the devotional qualities of this full moon day. And Saturn has gone back into Scorpio now, especially now it's 2844, so it's back into Scorpio, where we're revisiting some of our imagined fears and stresses and looking to put into place some of our teachings and principles, and some of them are being challenged. At the beginning of the year, Saturn went into Sagittarius, so we became re-inspired by what we became recommitted to what inspires us rather than what we're afraid of. Now we're kind of maybe revisiting some of those imagined fears again. This is more of a long-term trend, but at least you can notice how it feels like some of those beliefs are sort of backing up a little bit right now. With Saturn going back into Scorpio, we're seeing some of the worries and concerns, especially that maybe consumed us last year, coming back again. But the main themes right now are this full moon in Sagittarius, a time to really harmonize what you think and how you're trying to understand and communicate your beliefs, and reconnect them with your heart. And really connect with the love of teaching, the love of your beliefs and of your higher purposes and spiritual principles. Because Sagittarius is really those beliefs and principles that keep you on track in your life. Whether you believe they're there or not, they are. Otherwise you wouldn't be alive. Because when we face moments of confusion, we fall back on our beliefs. And even if your belief is there's no God, that's a belief. Atheism is a belief as well. And some atheists are the most fervent, they're more religious about their atheism than other people are about their religion, which is fine. But whatever you believe, to really connect and feel those beliefs in your heart, especially tempered against the recent information and curiosity, is the big theme right now. This is the big theme of the next couple weeks. And those of you, again, who want to know how this is going to affect you specifically, you could try my member site, only 50 cents, and you can see how this is going to affect your sign and all the 12 signs as well. As I said, I'll reaffirm it. This is how I mainly live my life week to, every couple weeks, because these are the real shifts that are happening within the dashas and all that. The main things that we're experiencing and shifting every couple weeks, every month or so, is this: what cycle we're in. Again, if you're Aries, this is the 3rd house cycle of that year. If you're Leo, this is the 11th house cycle of this year. So you're dealing with those themes. What does that mean? That's what my members get, and that's what I'd be happy to share with you if you're interested as well.